Okay, so let's look at a word problem. We've got a high school auditorium, has 18 seats in the first row and 26 seats in the fifth row. The number of seats in each row forms an arithmetic sequence. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the explicit definition for the sequence. And you want to ask yourself, what information did the problem give us? Okay, so right here it says it has 18 seats in the first row. That tells me that my a sub 1, my first term, equals 18. It has 26 seats in the fifth row. We're going to consider that this is the last row. So I'm also looking here at fifth, so that means n equals 5, and that means my a sub n is a sub 5. We'll say that's the final, and that is going to be, what was it, 26, and that is your last row. So that is what we know. Now, your general explicit formula is a sub n equals your first term a sub 1 plus your common difference times the quantity n minus 1. So what we're going to do now is we're going to substitute the known values in. So what do we know? We know a sub 1, we know a sub 5, which is my a sub n, and we know that n equals 5. So here we go. My last term, my last row, is 26 equals your first term. We said the first term was 18 plus, we do not know what d is, and then my n is 5 minus 1. Now notice we're down to one variable. As long as we only have one variable, we can go ahead and solve. So let's go ahead and solve for this. I'm going to squish this in here. We had 26 equals 18 plus d times 5 minus 1. Well, that's 26 equals 18 plus 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 times d is 4d. You're going to subtract that 18 from both sides, and you're going to get 8. I'm squishing this in here, so I'm not going to show every little itty bitty step. 8 equals 4d. We would divide out the 4. Well, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that means my d equals 2. So now we're going to write the explicit formula with this information. Now, when we write this formula, this is the one that is going to be pertinent to this situation. It's not going to be our general. It is going to be connected to our situation. So you would have a sub n. My first term is 18 plus my d is 2 times n minus 1. So that is your explicit formula for this word problem. Now that we have that, we can answer B. How many seats are in the 12th row? Well, the 12th row, that is going to be n equals 12. So, and we're going to consider that my final row. So that would mean a sub 12 equals 18 plus my d is 2 times my 12 is my n minus 1. And then we just go ahead and we simplify. 18 plus 2 times 12 minus 1 is 11. 2 times 11 is 22. So we get 40. There are 40 seats in the 12th row. Are there any questions on that?
Will we ever get a question where we have more than one unknown variable?
No, because you can't do that.
Okay.
No, it would always be that you're going to have to, you'll be given something like this. You're going to have to get that explicit definition, and you might have to solve for D. You might even have to solve for an A sub 1. You might have to solve for something in here. And then from there, you'll derive your explicit formula, and then you'll be asked to use that explicit formula. And something like that you can expect to see, probably on a test. Yes, absolutely. Anything else?
Hey, Miss Magley, did you get me on the attendance?